Hello बच्चों, welcome in this maths online class. So this is our maths online class, and before starting this lecture, as usual, here I want to ask, how are you all? Give me your answer. I hope you all are fine, and I hope you all are take caring of yourself and as well as your family. Alright, so bachcho, let's continue our lecture here. In the last lecture, we already started our this chapter, that is chapter number what? That is chapter number 12, metric system, right? This is our chapter and we already started it. So in this chapter, I already taught you so many things like how to convert one unit into another one. Okay, when we will move ahead, so then we will multiply each number by the 10, okay, at the each step. And if we will move backward, so we will divide each step by the 10, right? So these things I taught you, and I already taught you that how to add one unit into another unit. Okay, now here I am going to teach the subtraction. As you can see here, our next topic is subtraction. So that is given here, how to subtract. Okay, so the question I already solved here for saving your time. Okay, I am just explaining here. You can see our question is 154 kilogram and 372 gram from 162 kilogram and 159 gram. Bachcho, here we are doing subtract, and question is written here that we have to subtract this part from this second part. But here from is written, it means that we have to subtract this first part from this part. It means that first we will put this part, okay, after that we will put the second part. Now you can see here the question is given here in kilogram and gram, and the second part is also given here kilogram and gram. But when both part have same unit, then we will subtract, add, multiply or divide. Okay, for doing the such type of calculation, okay, or for applying such type of things like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, first we have to check that both part have same unit or not. So in our question, they both are in same unit, right? It means that we can solve it here. So let's put first kilogram and gram in this way. Okay, now you can see here we have to subtract first part from second part. It means that first we have to put this one. So 162 kilogram, so put here 162 kilogram below kg, and this 159 gram below here. Is that clear? This is second part. Now we have to subtract what? We have to subtract this one. Okay, so write 154 kg below kg here, and 372 gram below gram. It means here. Now you can see here your question is arranged in a proper way. Now this looks like a simple subtraction. So let's subtract. When you will subtract this 2 from this 9, or you can say 9 minus 2, it will become 7. Now you can see here we have to subtract this 7 from this 5, but 5 is less than 7, so how can we subtract? So 5 here, 5 need 1 borrow, so it will take it from 1, but 1 is not able here for giving 1 borrow because this 1 is less than 3, okay, less than from 3. So this 1 will go to this 2. 2 is also less than from 4, so it is not capable to give borrow, right? Now it will go to the 6. It will go to the 6. But this 6 here is greater than 5, and it is sufficient to give 1 borrow. So this 6 give this borrow to the 2. So here 2 change into 12 and 6 change into 5. Now this 2 is capable here to give their borrow. So this 1 change into 11 because this 12 is giving here 1 borrow and 12 is giving here, so we will change this 12 into 11. Is that clear? Now this 1 is 11 here, so it can take 1 borrow to this 5, so 5 here is 15. Okay, this 5 here is 15. 11 is losing here or giving here, so 11 change into 10. So now here we can subtract this 7 from this 15, so it will become 8. And this is what? Here this is 10. So when we will subtract 3 from 10, so it is 7 here. We change it into 12 and 12 is giving here 1 borrow. 12 is giving here 1 borrow, so it will change it into 11 again. So we will subtract this 4 from this 11. So 11 minus 4, it will become 7. And 6 is giving here 1 borrow, so it is changed into 5. Okay. So when we subtract 5 minus 5, so that's why it is 0, and 1 minus 1, it is 0. So this is your final answer. Okay. So this is your answer, but how can we write it in a proper way? So you can see here, this number is given below the kilogram and this number is given below the gram, right? So here our final answer will be like 7 kilogram and 787 gram. Is that clear? Alright, now come ahead. Now let's see few more question based on subtraction. Bachcho, the question is given here 45 kilometer and 318 meter, and we have to subtract this from this one, 52 kilometer and 590 meter. You can see here the question is given here kilometer. The question is given here in kilometer and meter. It means that we have to put here kilometer and here meter and put the value like this is 52 kilometer. So write here 52 below the kilometer. This is 519 meter. So write it below the meter. Alright. And we have to subtract 45 kilometer 318 meter. So put 45 below the kilometer and 318 below the meter. Now this looks like your simple subtraction. So when you will subtract this one from this one, so your final answer will be like that. Okay, but all the questions looks like the simple subtraction, but the main point that you have to focus here, how to arrange the question. You have to arrange your question in this way. Okay, so this will be your final answer, and we will write it like 7 kilometer and 201 meter. Okay, but in the same manner, in the last question, in this question here we were talking about the length, and before this one we were talking about the weight, right? Now here we will talk about the liquid. You can see the unit is given here kiloliter and liter. So put here kiloliter and liter and arrange your values. We have to subtract this part from this one. So first we will arrange this part. So 50 kilometer. So write here 50 below the kilometer and 312 below the liter. And we have to subtract this part. So 39 below the kiloliter and this 416 below the liter. Now you can see this is here in a proper way. So you have to subtract it, and when we will subtract this one, so this will be your final answer, and we will read and write it like this 10 is here below the kilometer and 896 here below the liter. So we will read it like 10 kilometer and 896 liter. This is our final answer. Is that clear? Alright. Bachcho, this was about the subtraction. Now let's see how to do multiply. Now let's see how to multiply. So here I choose few questions like we have to multiply 600 gram by the 8. It is quite easy. First write 600 gram in this way. Now you can see here 600, this is 0 is at 1's place, this 0 at 10's place, and this 6 at 100 place, right? Now we have to multiply 600 by this single number, and single number always be kept at 1's place. Okay, so we will put it here and put the sign of multiply. Now let's solve it. So when we will multiply this 8 by this 0, so here 0, and when we will multiply this 8 with this 0, so here 0, and when we will multiply this 8 by this 6, so here 48. Is that clear? So this is your answer. You can write this is your answer in this way, 4800 gram. But we can solve it more, like we can write 4800 gram in this way. Bachcho, this 4 is here at 1000 place, so we can break it like 4000 gram and 800 gram, and we know that 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 4000 gram is equal to 4 kilogram, right? So that's why I wrote here 4000 gram in this way, 4 kilogram, and 800 gram as it is. So this is our final answer, like 4 kilogram and 800 gram. Alright. For learning it more, let's see one more example. This one is given here in gram. It means it is about weight, and this one is sorry, this one is given here in meter. It means it is talking about the length. It is quite easy. Put the number 695 and meter. We have to multiply 5, so put it here and put the sign of multiplication, and let's multiply it just like the simple multiplication. So 5 5s are 25, 5 here, 2 is carry on 9, 5 9s are 45, add this 2 carry, so 47, 7 here, 4 is carry, 5 6 are 30, and add this 4 carry, so 34. So this is your answer, 3475 meter. You can write it, okay, but we can solve it more. 3 is here at 1000 place, so we will break it this number like in this way, 3000 meter and 475 meter. But so we know that 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer, right? So 3000 meter is equal to 3 kilometer. So that's why I wrote here 3 kilometer instead of 3000 meter. Is that clear? And 475 meter as it is. So this is our final answer, 3 kilometer and 475 meter. Alright. Now come ahead. Next question is 980 liter, and we have to divide it by the 8. But your liter, it means it is talking about the liquid. Okay, so put it 980 like in this way, and 8 below the 0. Okay, 8 below the 0, and put the sign of multiply. Let's multiply it just like the simple, okay, just like the simple question. So when we will multiply this 8 by this 0, so it will become 0. When we will multiply this 8 by this 8, so 8 8s are 64. So right here 4 and 6 is carry here on 9. 8 9s are 72. When we will add this 72 in this 6, so it will become 78. So this is our final answer, like 7840 liter. This is your final answer, but we can solve it more. Okay, 7 is here at 1000 place, so we can break it like 7000 liter, and rest 840 liter. Okay, now we can write this 7000 liter into 7 kiloliter. You know why? Because we know that 1000 liter is equal to 1 kiloliter. Okay, So that's why we can write 7000 liter 7 kiloliter. Okay, so that's why I wrote here 7 kiloliter and 840 liter as it is. It means that this is our final answer, like 7 kiloliter and 840 liter. Is that clear? Bacho, now here I choose one more question in this way. Suppose if your question have 2 unit and you have to multiply by the single number like 25 kilogram and 194 gram. It means that this question have 2 unit. But make sure if your question have 2 unit but these two represent the same. It means that they both are talking about the mass. They both are talking about the mass or weight. Okay. So put here kilogram and gram. 25 is here in gram. So write it here or put it here below the kilogram. 194 in gram. So put it below the gram. And we have to multiply this single number. So put it here and put the sign of multiplication. Now let's multiply it just like the simple multiplication. When we will multiply this 8 by this 4, 8 4s are 32. Okay. So 2 is here and 3 is carry on 9. 8 9s are 72, then add 3, so 75. So 5 is here and 7 carry on this one. 8 1s are 8 and then add 7. So it will become 15. So 5 is here and 1 is carry on this 5. Now 8 5s are 40 plus 1 41. So 1 is here and 4 is carry on this 2. 8 2s are 16. Add 4 carry, so 20. So this is your answer, like 201 and 552. It means that 201 is here below the kilogram and 552 is here below the gram. So we will read or we will write it like 201 kilogram and 552 gram. So this is your final answer. So bachcho, in this lecture I taught you that how to subtract and how to multiply to these unit. Okay. Now you have to practice more questions. Bachcho, for your practicing, in your book there are so many questions, so you can practice it yourself. All right, and for learning it more you can watch this video again and again. Now we will meet in the next video with the rest content of this chapter. All right, so bachcho, till then stay safe, stay healthy, and please take caring of yourself and as well as your family. All right, and don't need to go outside unnecessarily. And please wear your mask and keep your hands sanitized. All right, now we will meet in the next video. So bye.